Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. As I explained in the introduction of video series 1, I have made 3 video presentation series in English for my 3 books in Chinese. Video series 1 is about the book The Principles of the Universe. Video series 2 is about the book Why Do the Universe and We Exist? Video series 3 is about the book The Philosophical Foundation of the State. From video series 1 and 2, you may have got some impressions on the new philosophy system and its applications. In this video series 3, I will share with you some highlights of my book, The Philosophical Foundations of the State. I have divided this video series into 6 parts. This part is part 1. The introduction. As you may know, the book The Social Contract of Rousseau is the foundation of some modern state theories, but it lacks of well-defined, accurate, and consistent definitions. This leads to flaws in the state theories and their applications. As I explained in video series 1, I derived the 4 original wills of the mankind and the 4 social wills of the human society in my book, The Principles of the Universe. This has set a zero reference system for social sciences. In the new book, The Philosophical Foundation of the States, I analyzed the key aspects of the states in the framework of the new zero reference systems and established the philosophical foundation for the states. I didn't discuss actual politics in the book, but the new state theory could be applied to improve all existing state theories and their actual applications. The new book addresses the philosophical foundation of the key aspect of the state. Not only what they should be, but also why they should be. In order to help those who are only interested in the application of the new state theory, but not in reasoning and argumentation, I wrote chapter 2 as a summary of the book. The basis of the new state theory is my book, The Principles of the Universe. The human behaviors are described in details in my book, The 3 Categories of Human Behaviors. These 2 books may be useful if you would like to do some research in the context of the new state theory. This new book touches some sensitive topics in today's society. It is expected to take some people out of their comfort zones. As the end remark of the introduction of this video series, I would like to quote what Rousseau once said: "I put all my love in the mankind into my book." You may know the book of Rousseau, The Social Contract. This book is regarded as the foundation of many modern state theories. It is quoted directly in the Declaration of the Rights of the Man and of the Citizen for the French Revolution. It is also quoted directly in the Declaration of Independence of the United States. The scholars in the old Soviet Union paid also much attention to the state theory of Rousseau. I'm not going to discuss the details of the state theory of Rousseau, but only on its essentials. The state theory of Rousseau has two key elements. First, the individual's will. Second, the public will or the general will. According to Rousseau, the individual's will is related to the natural rights that everyone has when he or she is born. The public will is the will of the states. The public will of the states comes or being transferred from the individual's will of all the citizens of the states. When I read the book The Social Contract of Rousseau, I got excited first, then confused. Because Rousseau didn't give exact definition for the individual's will, the public will, and other concepts in his state theory. If Rousseau didn't know what is the individual's will, how could you expect that other people know? How could you transform many unknown things into something unknown? Look how difficult it is to get a consensus for a simple thing from a small group of people in a daily life. We must be honest. The transformation from the individual's will of all the citizens of the states into the public will of the states is in both theory and practice very difficult or impossible. The ambiguity or the uncertainty in Rousseau's theory could lead to completely different state theories. For instance, by emphasizing the individual's will, one could get the state's form of democracy. On the other hand, by emphasizing the public will, one could get the state's form of autocracy. The consequences in practice are, first, the state is not built on a solid state theory, but on beliefs and opinions. Second, the state's affairs are actually decided in one or another way by the social elite of the states, but not by the citizens. The state faces constantly challenges. It is in continuous repair actions, but without a solid theoretical reference and without expected result, of course. The citizens are not satisfied. They feel frustrated because they could not do something really meaningful in practice. Rousseau emphasizes the natural rights of everyone on the one side and the importance of moral education on the other side. He emphasized to turn a natural person into a civilized person through moral education. Same as Plato, Aristotle, and other social elites, Rousseau denied in some degrees the fact that animals and the natural persons have a kind of natural morals. The consequences are, first, they failed in recognizing the full merit of natural human beings. They failed in separating the true value and the drawbacks of the social morals. They believed in educating people with the social morals. Of course, their theories would fail partially in practice. Basically, Rousseau and others didn't recognize that there are some fundamental differences between the mankind and the human society. With this remark, I would like to close part 1 of video series 2-3. Thank you for your attention.